fact, it's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Indianapolis Colts. 2-1 loss team set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. Now D.D. Westbrook to return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
I don't want to see what's said, but that place is gangster. Focusing on me.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. This is Gordon. There goes Melvin Gordon. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big play there by Gordon. 64 yards. They had trouble stopping the run last week in the loss, and here it rears its ugly head early.
You're supposed to try and get your confidence going after a loss like that where you gave up big yards running the football. This is not the way to go about it. It looks exactly as it did just a week ago.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
2 brings up 2nd and goal at the Vikings' 9-yard line.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for. But now it's 3rd and goal.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Vikings
had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
And one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
25-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now Edwards-Helaire. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun now for Carr. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. Carr completes it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down, Vikings.
They'll throw out wide, complete to Sanders. Not much there, only a yard.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Flush to his right. And incomplete. That is first incompletion after a 4-for-4 start.
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up 4th down.
But it brings up 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And 2 yards to go.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Carr now to throw. Dancing to his left. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Throw for it on 4th down. Eluding the pressure right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Able to get this to Gordon. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 22-yard line.
To the air again, Prescott. He's going to drop this one down to Gordon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And again, it's Prescott. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll throw again. Prescott. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Dante Fowler. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And 17 yards, first down, Vikings. From the gun, it's Carr. Flushed out right. That's complete, right around the 8. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Working from the gun, it's Carr. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Second and goal.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Clyde Edwards-Helaire with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings have taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
The score, Vikings 7, Colts 3. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Prescott looks to throw on first. Got Gordon open, completes it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
That's caught by Howard. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
And 2 at the 9-yard line.
A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Clyde Edwards-Helaire with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And, oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. On play action, Prescott. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 6 there on first. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, Prescott. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Mark Andrews, a first-time Pro Bowler, the intended target. And it's 3rd and 4.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Let's go, Mike 50, Mike 50.
Prescott yet again. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep, Alex Erickson. Taking it about the 36. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
Their own 38-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Carr now on 1st down. They set up the screen for Dobbins. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
At their 48-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Carr. Buying time to his left. And his throw here is incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. And he finds Howard complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. The final shot here before half for Carr. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Raiders set to kick off.
The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing again on second down. Carr, that to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Edwards-Helaire. It's a gain of 7. Brings up
Carr going to try and throw on third down. And he's got the completion to Hopkins.
Carr's pass.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Now Carr again. Caught left side, Hopkins.
Carr's pass.
It's a 14-yard pickup, but it'll still be second down.
A gain of 14. Brings up second and 1. At the
to throw again on second down. Carr looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hopkins. That one a first down pickup of 8. Again, it's Carr. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. DeAndre Hopkins, his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, if there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Third quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10. Prescott off play action. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now after the INT, it's Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
I think this is where you have to have the term situational football in your head, because this game is pretty much in the palm of your hand, and the one thing you can't afford to do, turn the ball over. Now you've given the patient a little bit of a heartbeat, haven't you? And now they're feeling it, and they're back in this game.
Yeah, still a little bit of a lead, but that makes things more interesting. We're still just in the third quarter here. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
10-10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
3rd down.
Shotgun now for Carr. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. Carr completes it. 7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Brings up
Here's Edwards-Helaire.
at the 42-yard line.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 7.
From midfield, here's Carr. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get this one down to the 30.
Clyde Edwards.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
30-yard line. A gain of a yard.
From the gun, it's Carr. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now Carr. Now they go screen. It's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 3 yards the gain there. 2nd down.
A gain of 3. Brings up 2nd.
Carr to throw again.
At the 7-yard line.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Derek Carr. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
The score, Vikings 28, Colts 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot.
And Prescott, his third interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He was brought down by Mike Hughes. A gain of 1 yard.
Right back to Dobbins on first.
First down.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1 yard gain.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Complete.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
First down, Vikings.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
54, right there, 54, Mike. Blue down.
Now Carr. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That catch good for only a couple.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Credit the sack there to Chandler Jones.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Let's go. Hey, Mike's 50.
First down, Prescott. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The former third-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time. Now, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Mike's 50. Hey,
Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Third and long for Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll run. It's Oooooooorrrrrgy.
Number 25.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Give him 3 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
DeAndre Hopkins, incomplete. It's 4th down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. That is caught at the 7. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Give him 28 yards on that one. And the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal. Carr going to look to throw. The quick slant caught. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for the Vikings, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head home next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.